¿De qué hablas?
Oh, I think he's. Oh, we're a bit blurry.
No, that's probably just the internet. You look beautiful, Resendiz. You look beautiful.
Sensational. Amazing. There
Cool,
you go.
clean, and crispy.
Gorgeous.
I let you on tap in.
All right, yeah.
Welcome back to the Baltazar Brothers. Oh, we keep messing up, man.
It's okay. Hey, we're getting the hang of it. It's fine.
The Baltazar Brothers podcast. We got a very special guest today. One young man that we've known for a couple years. We worked together back when we were all tutors. Well, we were tutors. He was just working with the program as the graphic designer. One of the best in the industry, truthfully. Very young, working in a sensational company. And we're just blessed to be able to know this kind of guy because, we've done a lot of work with them. And I think one day it's going to be huge.
No, I agree. He's a very hard worker. He's a good friend of ours. And, let's bring on to the show Baltazar Resendiz. Hey!
That's our guy!
Baltazar, what is up, my brother?
Thank you.
Another mother.
You guys are just as hardworking, if not more hardworking than.
Stop it! You're embarrassing us. You're
no.
embarrassing us.
No, we
You're
appreciate
embarrassing us on our own show.
But thank you. But yeah, so we just want to kick off the interview. Hey, thank you for taking the time to meet with us. We really appreciate it. So just to start off the interview, just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're currently doing.
About myself. Alright, let's start again.
Take two.
Alright, so I was born in Mexico, from Mexico, Querétaro, to be specific. I grew up, raised there until I was 12. I came to US at 12 years old, along with my brother and an older brother. So it took us I want to say a year to learn English, year and a half.
That's fast.
So it was relatively fast for us, anyways. Mainly because me and my brother, we were always talking, we were always communicating. So we just sit down and like talk with each other, like the few words that we knew in English, just try to talk with each other. So that's how we learn English as fast.
That's your twin brother, right?
My twin brother. So yeah, I have a twin brother. His name is Marcos. Looks exactly like me, but he wears glasses.
He's got 4 eyes.
Nothing anything wrong with you with 4 eyes.
That's the difference. That's the difference between me and him.
Okay.
He wears glasses. That's all you gotta know. If you see somebody wearing glasses, that's my brother.
Okay. Yeah, Marcos.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've been an artist for pretty much, mostly my entire life. I remember drawing when I was, I want to say 7, 8 maybe. I used to watch Dragon Ball Z all the time, so I would draw Dragon Ball Z.
Yo, let's go.
All the time.
Oh, that's sick.
Exactly. So I would start off with that, and then I came here to the U.S. and then I started. Funny thing, I started selling my drawings for like $3, $10.
He was slinging.
Exactly. He was just falling, man. So it was interesting too. I remember like selling one for like $15, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so much money. But it's one of the things that you just keep on doing. Like I remember.
Was it 50 or 15?
Was that
50 or 15? 15 or 50?
15.
Oh, damn. No, as a little kid, I would have tripped out. I was tripping out with $5 as a little kid.
All right, no. I mean, I was tripping out with those $15. I'm like, this drawing that I drew on a piece of paper.
Seriously.
Sold for $15.
Damn.
Yeah, I was stunned. So I kept on going. Finished high school. Went to college, Fullerton. Tuffy all the way, bro. Tuffy all the way.
Tuffy Titan. Let's go.
So I did that. I graduated and I started at a X-ray company. So what we do is we develop X-ray machines for there's 3 markets that we work at. We work in airports, so air security. We work on the what is the other one? They're gonna kill me if they see this. They're gonna kill me if they see this. So
okay, we'll
the other one is ports and borders. So we work with obviously with the port, with all the borders. Maybe we have Mexico right next to us, so we work with them, and so we make X-ray machines for them. So one thing about those X-ray machines is that we work with small parcel and big cargo. So you're probably questioning yourself. I see you guys are questioning like, well, what is a big parcel? What is a small parcel? So the difference between those two is that the little ones. I don't know if you've ever been to the airport. You have to scan you have to scan your bags.
Yeah.
So then, so you put it through this X-ray machine. So those are the smaller machines, and then we put them through there, and then the biggest machine is for scanning like big cargo. Like let's say you want to send like, I don't know, like let's see, 20,000 T-shirts to another country. Then you have to take it through a bigger X-ray machine so you can scan all those 23 T-shirts and see if there's any threads and stuff like that.
Yes.
So it's a little bit different from what I expected after I graduated from college. You know, maybe, I don't know if you ever had this, or Victor or you, Miguel, graduated after college, you're like, man, I'm going to go work in this field and whatnot, and this is going to be the best thing that's going to ever happen to me.
Yeah.
No, it was for me, it was like, oh, what am I going to be doing? Because I didn't know what X-ray, I didn't know what, like, stuff like that was going to be like. And it's actually a lot of fun because I get to work with a wonderful team, the marketing team. Plus, I get to work on different aspects of college that I never think I would touch base on ever again. So that's actually pretty fun.
Dope, bro. That's funny. No, I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of times you have this expectation of how the job is gonna be. You know how like you're in school, they tell you how things are gonna be, and a lot of times we have this expectation of things being like 100% great. But I'm glad you brought that up because sometimes, I mean, it's a job. Sometimes some parts of the job are really good, like the team and the people, but other aspects of the job may not be as glamorous. You know, sometimes it may be like, this may not be a thing I want to do, but because it's your job, you have to do it, and how you relate certain things from college to now, you know, that's an essential thing to know. You know what I mean? And so like there's some parts you enjoy about the job and some parts you don't. What was the thing that you realized that was something that you really didn't enjoy as much? And then from there, how did you kind of just, you know, go along with that, if that makes sense?
So for me, I enjoy being challenged.
Yeah.
So challenged in every aspect. Like honestly, one of the things that I like being challenged in is in the design aspect. So I'm a graphic designer, obviously. Also being back and forth, you're obviously gonna do it. It's gonna take you, I don't know, an hour to do it. So we're actually forced to think. We're actually forced to research. We're actually forced to do a ton of things behind something, a design. You enjoy it a lot because you put in all this time and effort into something that it's gonna be. It might be something simple. It might be something simple as, you know, you guys work, Victor, you work with videos a lot. And, you know, there's a lot of editing, a lot of stuff you gotta do just to make, I don't know, like a 5-minute video worth it. So there's a lot of things in the background that you don't get to show to the people, like, you know, the final product. Yeah. So I enjoy the all the research, all the product, all the things that go into just one simple thing. So I enjoy that. I enjoy working. To be honest.
That's good. That's good. And I didn't mean to like ask like, oh, what are things you hate? It's just because sometimes you gotta be realistic with how things are. You know, like you gotta know that some parts of the job are gonna be amazing, and I'm glad you share that enthusiasm. But other parts of the job, you just gotta accept that some parts of the job, you know, aren't as glamorous. You know. And so actually, I was gonna ask. So when it comes to like the specific projects, what kind of projects do you work on, specifically? Like, you know, in graphic design, like what kind of things do you do?
There's a ton of projects.
You name some of the biggest ones.
I can tell you when I started. I was basically doing brochures. So I was doing like brochures for the products that we're doing. So we have a whole line of products that we obviously promote to our potential buyers. So I was working on that. So that was one of the biggest projects that I was working on. And then I moved on into product photography. So I was taking a lot of photos of the products. I was taking a lot of videos. So I'm still like to this day working on doing videos and taking photos. Sometimes it takes me, I don't know, like a whole week just to shoot a video or a whole week to take photos, and then like another week to edit those photos or edit those videos, because it's just, I have so much things to do on top of, you know, just taking videos. Like for example, this past week I was working on editing a video, and then I was assigned to 20 projects. So it's, you know, projects are stacking on top of projects, and then you get new projects. So it just keeps piling up. But if you learn how to work around it, then you enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, I became a graphic designer because I enjoy doing this stuff. So it's not something like, oh man, I am bored. I'm bored. Honestly, every time I wake up, every time I go to work, I actually feel really passionate about going to work, and I'm being challenged. Being challenged every day. I love being challenged because that just keeps you going, keeps the liquid in your your mind just flowing.
That's
So
true.
it's good to be, you know. And honestly, when I come out of work, it feels like I was working for like 10 minutes because the time just goes so fast because you're working, you're grinding.
Yeah.
There's not many guys like this out anymore. Not many guys
I was
like
just
this.
smiling the whole time just because I'm like, that's a really big thing where it's like passion. You can't just find a job for money. You got to find a job for money, but then also a job that you're going to want to work at for the rest of your life, or at least have that feeling to work, past retirement. Because again, like you said, work feels like 10 minutes to you. And that's a great feeling because mentally, you're equipping yourself with all these skills mentally to be able to work in the long term. And that's really good to hear. And this is your first job too. So eventually, when you get into other projects like that, you'll have more passion because you're gonna gain more experience.
I think this is big. Not many people get to experience that early on in life. Like you're loving what you're doing. Obviously, you like it. I anticipate though that you have a lot more. You have more aspirations that you want to accomplish down in life. Do you see yourself doing anything beyond what you're doing now, or maybe just pivoting, or do you want to leave it completely, or do something new? What's your take down the road? What are your dreams? What do you want to do next step?
Well, my biggest dream that I want to accomplish, hopefully in a few years from now, is to have my own brand. I have a sister. She's a fashion designer,
Oh,
and
cool.
we actually work pretty well together. So hopefully in a few years we have a brand established. Right now we're working in the having a little startup first, trying to find our brand identity, trying to figure out what we're gonna focus on. So it's a fun thing. It's fun and also a little bit worrying because you don't know what you're jumping into just yet because you're still trying to figure out what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's fun. It's fun being challenged by new things.
Is the brand gonna be like big major fashion T-shirts? Like what
Yeah.
products?
I was gonna ask you that.
Like what kind? Like brand could be anything. There's a Coke brand, Coca-Cola, or there's like a Supreme. Like what kind of brand we looking at?
Yeah.
We're trying to jump into streetwear. Right now, we want to start off with we want to start off with a few bags. So we've already designed a couple bags, and hopefully we'll take them out within a few months.
Whoa.
And then my sister, she's working on t-shirt designs, so she's gonna be working on that. Hopefully those come out, like I said, maybe 2 or 3 months, maybe more. Honestly, this might take some time, but like I said, it takes some time to develop something nice, to take out, to bring the best out of something.
And so you wanting to create your own brand, like why did you decide to start your own thing?
Yeah, why?
Well, to be honest, like ever since I was working in college, I was like, I was a college student and I was working, and I'm like, man, I hate working for other people.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
annoying.
hate it too, man. I hate
Why am I working for somebody else's benefit? Why am I doing this for somebody else's
Like I
benefit?
said, yeah,
It's true.
All the credit. Like, why am I not getting any credit? I'm getting a little bit. I'm getting the 1%, but why not get the 99% credit? Like,
Exactly. For all the work you're
maybe I
doing.
deserve it. Maybe I don't. Yeah, exactly. So it's just something that I've always actually wanted to do since I was I think I was junior in college.
Okay.
I was like, man, I want something for myself. I don't want to be working for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
It's. I mean, ever since like the last year of college, since I decided to actually start working on my brand and stuff like that, it's just a joy to be doing that. Like I come back from work, I come tired, I come just drained from mentally and not much physically, but after I notice like I'm actually making progress in my brand, I'm moving like another step closer, even though the brand may not come out until a year or two from now.
Yes.
But I'm definitely, just knowing that you're actually moving in the right direction makes me want to get up every day and go to work and come back and work for my brand and just keep going. It's one of those things that just keeps you. Sometimes it keeps me up at night, just thinking of the many things that I can do. The many things that I can do with what I graduated as.
Yes.
You could be a graphic designer, you could be a videographer, you could be an artist, but you have all the other goals in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe you want to be I don't know, director.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, you want to be a director. I don't know, and you probably you're working yourself into that.
We're trying.
It's a slow progress. It's not something you change that you can do overnight. So it takes some time to do it, but it's as long as you keep on grinding, as long as you keep it humble. Remember where you came from. That's what my mom always tells me. Like,
huge.
You gotta remember where you came from. Like, you remember you were that little kid.
Yeah.
Playing on the dirt. Playing on the dirt. Like.
We're just trying to make it out the mud.
You're a dirty kid. Coming out of the mud, literally. Oh my god.
It's powerful, man.
Yeah. It's actually even just to see like how much in the family we've grown.
Mm-hmm.
Like not just physically, but aspects of life, like going to college. I think from my dad's side, we're the first ones to go to college, so it's a big
huge win. Man.
It's a big win.
And you got it done. Both you and your brother got it done too.
Yeah, and there's still one more to go. The little one. There's still a little one.
How much more time do you have?
I think she has a year, maybe 2.
Pretty much over then.
Maybe 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you Cal State with you or no? Was she at Cal State or no?
No, she's at Long Beach.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Cal State Long Beach?
That's Long Beach.
Big time.
But doesn't matter where you go. Doesn't matter.
That's true. I'm just
no matter where you came from.
For all you know, you don't have to go to college. You can just keep grinding, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No,
there's a lot of people that didn't go to college.
Yeah.
And he made it big as anybody else.
Exactly. No, and I'm glad you brought that up because here's the thing. Like the biggest thing is you being a lifelong learner. You can go to these institutions that promote this idea of learning, but really, you're the one bringing the learning to the institution. You're the one bringing the learning because you're the one eager and hungry to know more. So that's the thing too, where some people may think of this as controversial, like, oh, people have to go to college. But now I'm thinking more and more, as long as you are able to find the right tools to learn and to succeed in what you want to do, it doesn't matter where you go. Either it's community college, a 4-year, or a private. To be honest, private institutions I don't think are really the best just because of all the money you have to pay. So that's the point where it's like you can learn all you want with not that much money at hand. All it takes is really just like finding the right people and also just finding that right attitude to learn. So don't feel bad about saying that, Balta, because I know some people might feel bad about like not going to college, but really it's a matter of your attitude. If you don't have a sense of passion like you, then it becomes an issue, right? Where you're like, well, I guess I'm just not gonna do anything. But if you're like, I want to do this thing, and I know that the internet and social media have those abilities to get me to learn, because I learn a lot from Instagram. To be honest, all the artists that I follow, you probably learn a lot from Instagram and social media too. So that's a really good thing you brought up. I just had to bring that up just because that's a really important thing. At least now, where we're in an age where we can learn a bunch of stuff for free, basically, and still succeed, like you said.
I think that's a big one. Just gotta go out and try to get it, and then don't matter where you go, even if you do or not go to school. Just if you want to go get something, you go get it. Like Kevin said, like Balta was saying, you were saying, it's tough. Don't get me wrong. It might not happen if you quit, but it's gonna be a dogfight. You're trying to get something. Depends what it is, man. Some easier than others, some more than others. Anything else, Balta? You want to chip in? We're getting close to the end of our ropes here.
Anything
on
else for the
special
audience?
episode of the Baltazar Brothers podcast.
It's funny because my name is Baltazar and Resendiz is the Baltazar.
The third Baltazar brother.
The third Baltazar.
That's your first and that's our last. That's huge, bro.
This is historic, bro.
No, I just wanted to bring up college again. I like how you mentioned that. Well, I mentioned it actually, but then you brought it up again. That you really need college. I mean, it's. The way I see college is a way to find your passion. Because honestly, a lot of kids don't really like in high school. You ask them like, so what do you want to do after high school? They're like, I don't know, man. I don't know what I want to do. And And I mean, luckily I was never that person that didn't know what to do. I knew that I wanted to do something related to art. I didn't know if it was going to be a painter. I didn't know if it was going to be, I don't know, a graphic designer, or I don't know, illustrator. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I just knew that I wanted to do something with art. And a lot of people, a lot of students don't know what they want to do right after high school.
Yeah.
So I think college is a good gateway, for them to find their passion.
I agree.
If they don't have one.
Yeah.
But if they have one and they think they don't need college, then go ahead.
Yeah, they gotta be smart about it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right, cool. I think we hit up all the points. Balto was amazing.
As always.
Hey, stick around while we sign off, bro. We'll chat a little bit after the show, after we go off air. You want to just call it? Let's call it.
Yeah. I was just gonna say thank you for taking the time to meet with us. It was such a pleasure. I mean, just knowing you already, just be you with us in the podcast. I mean, it's just, I think it's a full circle just for us, because we've known each other and we're just sharing our passion.
And we worked together. Me and Balto did a lot of I did the video work. He did the graphic design work on the summer university.
Yeah.
You worked on some of the things as well.
Yes.
On actual project itself, and it's been a long time coming. Hopefully one day all of us will be out the mud.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to make our dreams come true, man.
Hopefully one day we're all just in suits and ties.
We can go to Bali.
Hey, you go to Bali.
Wait,
Yeah.
where's Bali?
I have no idea, but let's go there.
That sounds cool, man. or the Mediterranean, back at those game shows. Anyway, from deal or no deal. I'm sorry, but I'm deviating. Thank you once again, brother. Amazing. You set the bar really high. I always had a big expectation for you on the show, and then you came in and always exceed. Everyone that comes on always exceeds our expectations.
Yeah.
We gotta get higher expectations from here on out, bro.
That's
Maybe we'll
true.
keep
Nah,
exceeding it. Every guest we have is amazing, and we're happy that you're doing well in your job right now and in the future, bro. Keep grinding, bro. Proud of you. My dog the show.
Well,
it's nice to see you guys together once again.
I
I like to end how you guys did the last time. The first podcast, actually. I think you said it best, Victor.
Cool, clean, and crispy?
Cool, clean, and crispy.
All right, you gotta keep it clean. All right, keep it cool, clean, and crispy. We're signing off here from the Baltazar Brothers podcast. Victor, Miguel, and Baltazar, the three Baltazar brothers. Goodbye.
Bye.
Peace out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.